What's up, everyone? It's Ruby here, bringing you guys another reaction. Today we're doing a special one. We're reacting to MatPat's final game theory. This is his final video. I figured I would do this because it's a very special occasion. Also, and I kind of just wanted to check in a little bit. I did just come home from work, so that's why I'm dressed up nicely. But, yeah, I'm curious to see what's, gonna go on. And, yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. For me, just so you guys are aware, I've been watching game theory probably since, like, I want to say, like, 2011 or 2012, something around there. Whenever I first, like, joined YouTube, I think game theory is like really one of the first channels that I really stumbled upon. That and like PewDiePie and Smosh and a couple of others, I think. But really, I think for me, game theory has been the most prominent. It's been the most, probably the one that I've watched the most, other than like some channels that are like I'm close to, like Julie DG. But other than that, I feel like game theory has just been a part of my life for the past like decade. And it is kind of crazy how it's been so long and how we've grown and everything. So we're gonna watch it, we're gonna react to it, and then we're gonna talk about it just a little bit. Just a quick video. I just wanted to be able to react to his final video. I've done a couple of game theory reactions on this channel, but I've watched a lot on my own. The iconic intro. Chills. Oh man. Oh, it's the full theme too. Oh man, I love the full theme. I liked it when it was on GT Live. It was the full theme.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, where that is the last time that I'll be saying those words officially on this channel.
I'm probably gonna cry.
How do you say goodbye? 13 years ago, I made you this promise.
Do you want to know more about the games you love without having to put in any work of your own? Well, now you can play and learn. That's right, Weboverse. We have created Game Theory, gaming's tangential learning experience.
Well, Weboverse, here we are today, 3,000 videos of tangential learning later. How do you sum all that up? I already got super weepy in the last one of these things, so probably shouldn't do that again. It'd be redundant and probably not great for the tech equipment. We've also spent the last 10 weeks together knowing that this day was gonna come, right? So I really feel like I've gotten my farewell tour. I've buried hatchets, I've rekindled friendships, I made sweeping videos about the state of online entertainment, fired some tanks. That was legitimately very cool. I honored my heritage. I made Disney mad at me one final time, which, you know, felt appropriate. Got some new dripping, and just in general, ran my way through all the things that were left in my content creator bucket list. So again, I ask, how do you say goodbye? First, it's probably most important to remind you that it's not officially goodbye, right? Not like I'm dying or anything. It's more of a see you later. I'm still gonna be doing plenty of stuff. Like, I'm already booked to do the fashion show on Style Theory later this year. I'm still gonna be here on the couch for GT Live. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna be giving a speech over at PAX. I was recently.
Well, he's gonna be at PAX East. I'm gonna be at PAX East. I should figure out what speech he's giving.
Podcast, the Ludwig podcast. There's a collaboration I'm doing with Shape Fearless Productions. There's the FNAF music.
Yeah, I'm going to PAX East. I will be covering that, by the way, on the channel.
You will probably be sick
I'm gonna cover all of it, or at least as much as I can.
If you do want to stay in touch with me, there are actually two ways that you can do it. Normally, I'd say something like, "Oh, you can follow me on Twitter." But we all know that there's like a grand total of 0.
I actually deleted my Twitter
on that platform. So instead,
which I made a video of, by the way. I don't have Twitter anymore.
A mysterious website named where'smatpat.com. This is going to be a place that I update every once in a while when I have news about some new project that's
It just went a step too far.
Have to solve by digging through the source code.
And it's just not worth it anymore.
It's a ripoff of ScottGames.com. No, Twitter. I don't feel bad about that because he stole enough of my ideas over the years. He kind of owes me one.
GT Live,
drop on some
live.
deal with his sunglasses in this moment. Yeah. Once you're there, make sure you sign up via email. Don't worry, I'm not going to be spamming you with updates or anything. It'll be more like a MatPat newsletter. Or maybe
That's
a Christmas
nice.
card
I'll do that
file
after.
with a funny update, or maybe we could chat about a favorite movie or something. I'll send over the occasional video that I'm just inspired to make. Who knows? Basically, this is just meant to be a way to let you all know what I'm up to directly in a way that isn't going to be subject to filtering algorithms. You know? And to kick things off this week, I'll be selecting 100 random emails that sign up to get personalized letters. And from that point forward, once or twice a week, I'll continue pulling a handful of emails to send personal notes to. It'll be a fun way to stay in touch. Long story short, make sure you bookmark it since you never know what might happen over there. But, all right, enough stalling. Back to the question at hand. How do you say goodbye? Well, I think you honestly have to end it all where it began. This title.
What was this?
A game theory about game theory. Did you know that game theory isn't just a nerdy YouTube show?
I figured that
Also
out
a
in
nerdy
college.
Economics concept. If that's news to you, I honestly can't blame you. At this point, we've created enough confusion online that apparently we've merited our own disambiguation tag on Wikipedia for game theory searches. In all seriousness, for the first 5 years of the show, I received so many tweets from people who are mid-year in their economics courses, screenshotting their textbooks, freaking out when they got to the episode on game. It's not an episode, it's a chapter. When they got to the chapter on game theory, being like, oh my gosh, dude, did you know that you were in this thing? And yeah, we definitely did. The pun, believe it or not, was intentional. In fact, Steph and I knew from the very beginning that it was likely that the final episode of Game Theory was going to be about game theory. Why? Well, because game theory, it's everywhere. You can't escape it. If you've ever seen the movie Love Actually, there's
It's
actually
literally
a
like your
monologue
entire
in it that
life,
goes a little something
basically.
like this.
We live in a world of hatred
Everything
and
you
greed,
do
but I don't see
and everything
that.
you say
Seems to me
is a
that
game.
love is everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find that love actually is all around.
Now you just got to replace the word love with game theory, and you basically got it.
We live in a world of hatred and greed, but I don't see that. Seems to me that
Game theory,
love is everywhere. If you look for it, you'll find that
game theory.
love actually is all around.
Huh, who would have suspected that English acting megastar and recent Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant would be making a guest appearance in my final episode? Truly, we have spared no expense for this one. And not only is game theory just everywhere, it also holds the secret to winning everything forever. Yeah, I know, right? That is a huge claim to make. Clearly, I was saving all my biggest secrets for the grand finale. So, you know what? Let's not beat around the bush anymore, my friends. Let's make you masters of the universe and reveal how, whether you like it or not, you all are theorists for life. Come on, this way.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, we're moving off the couch this time. That's how you know it's
I thought it was just gonna like cut to like
My name is Oli
a video.
and some of my favorite moments throughout
Yes,
my
you're
life
watching
are watching
ads.
sports
I
with
don't
my
have
dad.
ad block right now.
At its core, game theory is the science of
I think they were
strategy.
supposed to
So,
have ad
gamers,
sped up,
we understand
which
strat-
I should actually see if that actually works now. Cause I had maybe I have to reinstall it. Maybe.
But
That's
what
okay.
exactly
I don't
is
care.
game theory specifically? Well, to understand that, you have to go back to the original game theorist.
But I remember
not
there was an
me,
extension that was
this
like
guy,
ad sped
this
up.
guy right here. He might not have himself the red leather jackets or the cool diamond play buttons, but I'll tell you what he does have. A
Game
crater
theory.
on the moon
Oh.
named after himself, so I'll let you decide who has the bigger flex there. This guy right here, he is mathematician John von Neumann, and he was everywhere back in the day. And I do mean everywhere. Like, this guy was a key player in the invention of the digital computer, he helped with the discovery of the structure of DNA, even the creation of key components for Oppenheimer's Manhattan Project. You know, the Christopher Nolan movie where big things go big booms. But perhaps his biggest claim to fame was game theory. The idea that in any situation where there are two or more people, or players in this case, you can model out a game that'll help you find the best outcome. Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors and thrown out rock as the first hand? Because you know statistically most people choose their first move to be scissors. Or maybe you picked paper because the last 3 moves have been rock and they're obviously going to be thrown rock again. Well, congratulations.
I feel like my
that is
most common
game
first
theory in
move
action.
is
He got a
scissors.
Medal of Freedom for that. So it
Only
just goes to show,
because
don't let your
I
dreams
don't like
just be
not
dreams,
doing
kids.
anything, so I
Sometimes
don't like
getting an
playing rock.
honorary medal is a lot easier
Paper
than you
is
think. In
in my
short,
head
game
too
thery is the
weak.
study of strategic choice. It's math that
But I
tells
don't
you what
always
people are
do
going
that,
to
'cause
do and
obviously
who's
that'd
going
be
to
too
win the game.
predictable.
Probably the most famous example of a game theory scenario is the prisoner's dilemma, where 2 accomplices have just committed a crime and they're both given the chance to narc on the other one. If they both deny the crime, well, they both get a short prison sentence. If one of them denies the crime and the other rats him out, the narc walks free while his buddy is stuck in prison for a long time. And if they both confess, they both get a medium sentence. We can model the possible outcomes here in a nice, neat, mathy looking square. And while technically the best best outcome for both of them would be to trust each other and not confess, they're criminals, and they don't know each other that well. And because they don't trust each other, by the math, both of them narc on each other, and as a result, get a medium amount of prison time. Or if that all's too complicated and hypothetical, over in England, they turn the whole thing into a game show where they say the word balls an uncomfortable amount of times.
Welcome to Golden Balls. Golden Balls. Balls of riches, 12 balls. My balls are all golden. 100 golden balls, and they're all bursting with money.
I've
Kill
never
balls.
heard of this show.
Balls, 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 balls.
Now, why am I bringing all this up? Well, game theory is more than just wads of cash jammed into a bunch of balls. Tell Mr. Beast that I just discovered his next video idea. No, it has very real consequences for the world. Back when the US and USSR were on the brink of atomic annihilation, the principles of game theory helped both sides reach an agreement to slowly disarm their nuclear arsenals. If you want to know more about that story, Veritasium's recent video on game theory does a great job telling it. And honestly, I can't really improve on it. So thanks for doing all the research for my final episode there, Derek. If you want an example that's a bit closer to home, though,
This cardboard.
here you go. YouTube. It's got it. See, YouTube as a platform is just a bunch of zeros and ones, right? But YouTube as a community, it's a network of people constantly trying to make strategic decisions. Creators are players who are more or less...
Wait, who are those people? Okay, there's a Reddit link. There's Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. I think that's the guy who does, like, teacher impression? No. 8-Bit I recognize. I don't know these people. Let me know if you guys know these people. The one, not the people in the front. The people, like, the logos in the back.
Rational people making videos that'll get you to watch and like and comment and subscribe. You, the viewer, you're also a player in this. You're on a strategic mission to win the experience by finding the thing that's most satisfying to watch. And the people who run, or at least have run YouTube in the past, shout out to Todd, Jake, Neil, Ernest, Meg, Ariel, Susan, David, Fede, Vader, Stephanie, and Kim. They're all in a strategic game to keep the creators and viewers happy, while also figuring out the best possible outcome for YouTube as a company by appeasing all the advertisers and shareholders. It is seriously a complex strategic arena. And that's how you get decisions like use bright green text because it's more likely to stand out in a sea of dark gaming thumbnails and more likely to get clicks. Launch shorts as a means to counterattack against TikTok. Do a video on something that's not trending so you can stand out from the pack. Or maybe you lean in so you're suggested against the algorithm. Every video you watch, everything that you click on, it's the product of creators using game theory. Slap a big old game theory colon in front of every title and
you have to
slam
use the
some
algorithm
clickbait
in order
green
to
text on every thumbnail. All those
view it. I've done
hundreds of
that.
millions of subscribers to Jimmy and Ryan Trahan and Cocomelon, I like to think that they're all secretly ours. Where's our 200 million subscriber play button there? You
Wait, yeah,
in the end,
wow.
it's all game theory. Speaking of, and this is just an aside that I learned about earlier this week, apparently there's a Chrome extension that allows you to do exactly what I just described. It, quote-unquote, MatPatifies your YouTube feed by putting green text on, like, every thumbnail. Just saying, we have reached the peak of human achievements. I, for one, really like this one, where it's Link and saying, "Mommy's hungry." That's just traumatic on a whole nother level. Or there was one that I saw circulating online, Ryan Gosling doing a puppy interview, and the title is "Birth of a Killer." There was another one that showed up on the subreddit, Afton's Final Death Smash? I gotta say, I am proud of the mark that I will leave on this platform. But so what, right? YouTube is game theory. Sure, that's great. It's interesting, but why does it matter to you, right? Why am I spending so much time talking about all of this in my final episode? Well, because like I said, game theory can help in every strategic interaction that you have. And it's produced a literal strategy guide on the best way to live out your life, tried and tested by all our grandfather theorists. But to truly understand that, we have to go back to where it all began, a glorified PowerPoint presentation.
This game, you're not ready.
Weboverse, allow me to introduce you to, lights please, the Trust Game. I love this. We started as glorified PowerPoint slides and we're ending as glorified PowerPoint slides. Here's the TLDR of this one. The Trust Game was
PowerPoint is a really good tool to use for YouTube videos, to be honest.
Clearly not the most creative
done
of
it
his
before.
type of conventions. Basically, this was the prisoner's dilemma or the golden balls thing, except here, there was one crucial difference. They're not just playing the game once, they are literally playing it hundreds of times, repeating it over and over again to see what strategies end up winning the most across a longer period. This then gives us a model that's shockingly closer to real life, because here, most of the time, you're not just thinking about what you have to do to win a single game, you have to actually think about the consequences of your actions. The more people think about the future, the more they're willing to cooperate because they don't want to screw themselves over down the road, you know? Again, for details on that experiment, check out Derek Veritasium's video where he talks about all of that, including having an interview with the game's creator. It's a very cool video. I also borrowed his convention for that one, so thanks for the latter and the idea there, Derek. You can also watch Dr. Trevor Bassett's video on the topic, or, you know, the various TED Talks that are all about this experiment. We'll link to all of those down in the description below. But just to jump to the big conclusion here, the best strategy to winning it big boils down to 4 key points. Number 1, be cooperative, lead with trust. Assuming that the person you're playing with is your enemy right off the bat, it's not going to serve you well. Trust in others, it's going to let you win
always
more
like to assume
frequently
the best of
in the end.
people.
Secondly, don't be a pushover. Sure,
Until they prove me
it's good to be
otherwise.
trusting, that is great, but the second that someone takes advantage of your trust, the winning strategy is to call them out on it and then immediately hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Which leads nicely then to point number 3, being forgiving. Don't hold a grudge. Don't be
I always live
Mr.
by that.
Darcy.
My good opinion once lost is lost
I
forever.
don't like grudges.
That is a failing.
Too much, too exhausting.
Tell him, girl,
to
you
keep
are
up.
exactly right. She's speaking some game theory truth right there. Well, sure, it hurts to have your trust broken. Staying open to the chance that other people can change, that they can grow and learn and get better, that is
Being
the ideal
accountable,
solution
but
here.
also-
The trust game showed that players who held their opponent accountable, but then forgave them, actually won out more often than any other strategy. And lastly, it's important to be honest and open about your strategy. When people can't understand what you're thinking, that's then when mistrust starts to breed. By being honest, it breeds honesty in others. It allows you to build on that trust over time, one step, bit by bit. Across the thousands of rounds of testing, nice strategies that were fair but also firm ultimately won out the most. Now, when I read these outcomes, what really struck me first was how they present a really hopeful view of the world. A hopeful view that I don't think a lot of us carry around a lot. I mean, it's easy to assume that everyone out there is out to get you, and it's easier to just close off to people who've wronged us in the past, but math and game theory specifically proves that assumption's wrong. And hey, if you don't want to believe the thousands of rounds of computer simulations, there is a very solid real-life example, YouTube. YouTube is a positive-sum game, which means that more than one person can win. And in fact, a lot of times, the more others win, the more you can win too. When I was just starting off, I was so mad and scared when Vsauce 3 released this video, calculating Sonic speed. I'd been working for a year on the channel at that point, grinding away and seeing a fair amount of growth, but in that moment I saw a spin-off of one of YouTube's top subscribed channels just horning in on my territory of gaming science. It was like they were gonna steamroll me. They were gonna steal my audience away. So I did a video where I tried to stake my claim, and thus, Sonic is Slow was born.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, applying science to video games
Smartest
since
show in
April
gaming.
18th of 2011. Recently, however, a new gaming scientist has come onto the scene. The good folks over at Vsauce 3 recently took a gander at a game series I covered in episode 5. It's a great video, except for one thing. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Listen to my voice in that. Oh, I'm so proud that I finally hit puberty, like 7 years into making these videos. Anyway, you can tell that I'm super salty in this one, right? I'm asserting that I did it first. I'm citing the dates. I am literally trying to one-up Vsauce 3. But then something interesting happened. I got views from Vsauce. I saw that their video and mine were actually helping each other. I was so afraid of me losing a year of hard-earned progress. But in reality, I wasn't just operating on my own island anymore. By unintentionally cooperating with each other, we had just created our own little micro-trend of gaming science content. There were clearly
Working
enough
together is
views
always better.
for all of us. Steph and I, in our years of consulting, kept hammering home this one point, that YouTube is a place where all ships can rise.
What is
Leading
that
with trust
face?
goes a long way. From inviting someone to collab on your channel,
Why is
to
so
sharing notes on
crooked?
production because it can help you both. You actually see this kind of cooperative game theory in action with content houses, or projects like the QSMP where creators are helping each other and sharing audiences. On the flip side, there are creators who haven't done a good job of leading with trust, and who've approached YouTube as a zero-sum game, a place where there can only be one winner. And guess what? Didn't work. Back in 2020, a few of the top beauty creators tried to take each other down, encouraging viewers not to watch each other, trying to turn audiences against people that they thought were their competitors. It was for the clout, it was for the views, and it backfired. In fact, it backfired so badly that all of their channels took a massive hit.
Where are
And
they
the beauty
now?
vertical, which
Nowhere.
was once a main pillar of YouTube's earliest days, never truly recovered. By working together, the platform thrives. Lights? But by thinking that you can only win when other people lose, well, that's when everyone loses. It's kind kind of sad.
Wow, MatPat is really short.
You are so lucky to be seeing this. Hawkeye Star Rail is giving away 80 free pulls when you tap on the screen of.
But if you don't want to listen to mathematicians or YouTube meta-analyses, just look at me. Game Theory, the show, is a testament to those 4 lessons of game theory, the nerdy economics concept. Every person who's built this channel has led with trust. Ronnie, he put his own show on the back burner so he could dedicate his time to editing Game Theory, trusting that we would be able to succeed.
Oh, angels.
He helped the show to truly become what I had always
Oh, here we
dreamed it
go.
would be. And I honestly wish that he could be here to this day so I could thank him so much for that. The same is true for Goomba and Drake and Lee and Ryder and all the other partner shows who joined up with us in lieu of working on their own channels. Steph, she left being a consultant at a real company in the medical field on the belief that by cooperating, we could actually make something really special together. Jason, who is actually right here behind the camera right now. Jason, who you know as the guy that we blame all the time on GT Live. Jason was Theorist's first full-time employee after me and Steph. He jumped in there when all we had was a kitchen table and a cat that he was constantly allergic to. And Sudafed, you have this man to thank for your current net worth.
And Zyrtec.
And Zyrtec.
And Zyrtec,
You have
yeah.
taken so many pills over the years.
I have.
But
all medically prescribed, though, I promise.
yeah, no, good medical pills, not anything sketchy, for sure. But Jason is the man that we have trusted with the weight of the entire production process across all the channels for years. Like, this man is the unsung hero of everything you've probably ever watched across any of the channels. Without him, without you, none of these videos would get made. Thank you. Now get back there, okay? It's up to you. I gotta thank other people. You know, friendship first, but also working together to create awesome stuff, right? And if you're talking about unsung heroes on this channel, there is one man who also deserves a call out, and his name is Yossi. He is our audio wizard. He is the man who I have trusted with my voice for the better part of 9 years. He has had to suffer through more hours of my voice than anyone else in the world. I am so sorry, Yossi. I am so sorry for all the burps and weird edits and weird diatribes and jump scares that Ali has given me over the years. Was Yossi a pro when he first joined up with us? No. But you know what he was willing to do? He was willing to learn. And I've trusted him with my voice for the better part of 9 years. And the same goes for another member of the team who you've never gotten to see, but was actually there before the channel was even monetized, which is kind of crazy to think about. You don't know Dan Levitt, but Dan was another one. He was the first who actually saw potential in me and in these channels as a whole, offering to become my manager even though he had never managed a YouTuber before. He just jumped in with 2 feet and said, hey, I've never gotten a brand deal in the past, but think I could do it for you. And he did. And then he got me literally hundreds more. He has his own management company now, and he manages some of the biggest sports creators on all of YouTube. I can say with complete confidence that this company and my career would have looked totally different had it not been for Dan. And his career and his company would have looked totally different without me. He and I have built businesses parallel to each other, right next to each other, using cooperative game theory for over a decade. He trusts me to make good decisions on YouTube, and I trust him to make good decisions as my manager, and we both benefit in the long run. But perhaps the most important person in all of these trusting relationships is you. You guys, right here. I wear you on my wrist these days. You loyal theorists have been the best example of game theory in the history of the show Game Theory. Every time you click on one of these videos, you are leading with trust. You are saying, you know what, I'm gonna give this one a chance, especially on those episodes that are covering topics that you've never even heard of. And on my end, I've always tried my best to fulfill on that promise and make sure that your trust pays off by delivering a great, well-researched, fun, a lot of times stupid video. And yeah, there have been plenty of times where I've missed the mark, where you weren't happy about a topic, or where I said something wrong, or my research was bad, or whatever, and I needed to learn about that. And so you, acting exactly as you should, according to that trust game, you called me out in those moments. You showed me that I had made a mistake. But more importantly, you were willing to forgive. You gave me a chance to learn and grow as a creator and as a person. And look at this. We all won. Look at this thing that we managed to build together. Don't tell anyone else. I mean, there's 3 of them here in the room, but like the rest of them downstairs. You guys, you've always been the most important member of this team, whether or not you ever realized it. And now, as new hosts step in, yeah, they're obviously gonna have to learn a lot, and they're going to have to earn your trust just like
Oh,
I did
man.
for a prolonged period of time. But I hope that you approach them with the same sense of cooperation and goodwill that you did for me all those years ago. So, while I might be leaving as host of this show, Game Theory, it'll never leave. It'll never leave me, and it'll never leave you. We are all Game Theory, which honestly is why I thought it was fitting for you guys to be the one to say this.
But hey!
That's just a theory.
It's just a theory.
Just a theory.
That's just a theory.
Game theory.
Class dismissed. Thanks for the theories, MatPat.
But hey, that's just a theory.
C'est juste une théorie.
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory.
Just a theory. Thanks for everything.
But hey, that's
Just a theory.
That's just a theory.
Just a theory.
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 That's just a theory. That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory.
A style theory.
A food theory.
a film theory, a game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Oh man.
I got something
Oh
I
my
gotta
God.
do. Ready for the road trip?
Yes.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
I've been expecting you. Come, we have much to discuss.
What? Ending 1 of 6. Ooh, keep her ending? What? What?
Thanks for watching.
What now?
Vacation?
Vacation.
Vacation!
What the heck? What is happening?
How do you think they're
Oh
doing
my
back in the
God.
office?
What's the matter? Can't reach? How did this even happen?
Oh my God.
Rise, avatars. It's time to overtake the editors.
Oh my God. What is happening? What is happening?
I just got the Wordle.
Nice. I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah. You know, my body still has those weird tan markings from the sunscreen episode.
I've noticed. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
What now? Nope, I'm out.
Music man? Music man? Let's go!
Oh my god, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Okay, so MatPat, young cat. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna watch that. We got the idea. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's funny.
Thanks for watching.
What now?
You know, I actually have to do something real quick.
Wait, what?
Wait right there.
Hey, are you okay? Hello? Matthew? Are you up there? Oh, what is this? Oh, come on. Oh, no.
What? Oh, FNAF theories?
Oh, this is crazy.
Stephanie, I figured it out. I figured out what was inside the box.
What?
I figured it out. Listen to me.
And you
Listen to me.
you-
Listen to me.
No, yeah.
Gregory wasn't a robot, and Vanessa wasn't a robot.
Okay.
It was me.
No,
It was me the whole
no,
time.
you're real.
No, too, Stephanie. You're the robot. Gears beeping and bumping in your head. Keep beeping and bumping. Stephanie, you're a robot. We're all robots. All you have to do is count the toes, Stephanie. 5 toes, 5 fingers. I'm a robot. Wouldn't you like to be a robot too?
Oh my god, what the fuck? I can't.
Thanks for watching. What now? I don't know. Have you done today's?
What the fuck? This is the Doki Doki. This is the Doki Doki ending. Sorry about that. Okay,
The emergency alert system has issued a code red for your local area. There is a dangerous person or predator nearby. Evacuate the area. Again, this is not a test. Last night, a shocking discovery was made. The bodies of internet personalities Matthew and Stephanie Patrick were found in their home, mutilated by what officers described as... This follows the similar mysterious death.
oh my god. What is happening? What's happening right now? Okay. Alright, one more. Yeah.
Cut sound, cut camera.
All right, cutting.
Santi, are you feeling your feelings?
I am.
Yeah.
It was the first one. After that was
After the first one, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. It just got
I know. It's real.
Amy's like, oh my gosh, finally, this channel's been mine.
He's not.
Incredible underwear episodes interrupting my perfect programming.
I'm pitching bologna broth.
Bologna broth.
He said bologna thaw.
But then I changed to bologna bra with cheese thong.
Is that a food theory or is that?
No, he wants it to be style theory.
Like on style theory, it's like, can you wear it?
Yes.
On food theory, you analyze whether or not like there's a lot of bacteria.
Can you make something that would work, that would be edible and safe to wear?
On film theory,
It's just porn.
Did you hear this?
Yes.
Oh, spot on.
Hey, Stephanie, my name is Tom. I'm Mr. Tom. I'm from London.
Can you do the but hey, just a theory?
Boy, it's just a theory. Okay, theory.
That people.
I love how he's swallowing all of them.
You gotta say it's like a game theory, innit? Right?
That Pikachu? No.
Game theory's in it, right?
I don't know. It feels like it's Pikachu with the tape, with the paper in front of it.
Saturdays. Look, sometimes it's late, so it's Tuesday.
Congratulations. You did it. You found the real canon ending. The final, most secret ending by painstakingly combing over the last 5 weeks of videos.
No, I didn't
poring
do that.
tirelessly over literal hours of content, searching for those brief Easter eggs, cobbling them together into mysterious URLs. Either that or, you just click the link in the description of the final video. Both totally valid solutions. Regardless of how you got here, a winner's you. Congratulations. You've graduated. And when I call this the real ending, that's exactly what this is. It's real. Because let me tell you, the skills that you've gotten over the years here on the channel, critically thinking about spooky bears, fast food, analog horror, and soapy legs, that sense of curiosity and fun, that's not gonna go away. That carries with you into where it matters most, out here, in the real world. And all that, it spreads. It grows. Enthusiasm and positivity and curiosity, critical thought, they're infectious in the best ways possible. For all the jokes that constantly get made about me losing my mind and going insane, that right there, that is what being a theorist truly means. Sharing a love of learning with others. It has been an honor to be your YouTuber, your entertainer, your teacher, your parasocial friend, whatever role I've played in your life. Thank you. And you know what? I look forward to continuing that through the little website and newsletter that I have going on, as well as all the projects that I'm working on for you right now. But even more than any of that, you know what I'm most excited about? I'm excited about it being your turn. You can be the game theorist, questioning the lore alongside your friends. You're the food theorist, doing bizarre flavor experiments in your kitchen. Go wild with some new style, or try a film that deviates from the mainstream. You're the theorists now, and I cannot wait to see what you discover. Because rest assured, I will be watching. Remember, this isn't an ending. Well, technically it is an ending because it's the real ending, but you get what I'm saying. This isn't an ending. Instead, this is a brand new and exciting beginning. And that's not a theory. That right there, that's a fact. With love always, MatPat.
Okay. That was a little bit more emotional than I thought it would be. Got a little... It's been a great thing. Okay. Alright, let me just do this real quick. MatPat, I don't know if you're gonna watch this. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who knows? But also, I forgot to turn on the light. Maybe that's why it's all fuzzy. Anyways, you have had a phenomenal impact on the internet, on everyone, on YouTube as a whole. I know you've done a lot of behind the scenes work. You've done a lot to just shape the overall platform. You've done a lot to influence others, being good role model. And like I said, I've been watching you since like 2012 or something like that. It's been a long time, way over 10 years. And I'm happy that I was able to discover you, and really learn and grow. I haven't said much of this, but a lot of where I am today is because of YouTubers, because of Twitch streamers, people who really influenced the path that I would take. I'm not even lying about that. I'm very much interested in being involved in the gaming industry, and the reason why I even started doing YouTube, started doing Twitch, started doing all this is because of people who had already been doing it. I saw it as a potential, an opportunity for me to do it as well. I was like, this isn't that hard, let me try and do it. And whether or not this ends up being successful, I'm just here for a good time. And I am very excited to see where all this goes, to see what happens in our future. The future, oh my gosh, my life has changed so much. I did things I didn't expect to do, and I look forward to it. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, guys. It's been a blast.